Okay, we're just getting everything ready. Make sure everything is good. Okay, ready to display messages, that's good. Okay. So, this is just going to be one of those small streams this time round, and yes, I've got the Switch version up and running. Hey, this is Blue Hair K, and I am streaming for PUBG. I've been having some fun with the PC version, but I think for this time I've plugged the Switch back in, got that all hooked up, and ready to rock and roll. As the title suggests, we're going to do a little bit of tutoring. There's a couple of people within PUBG Discord that have asked about certain plays, so I'm just going to run through them throughout the course of this stream. I don't know if I'll have time to do any competitive battles online, but certainly will be looking to just do a little bit of a tutoring session, some kind of Q&A session as well. If anyone watching the stream wants to ask me questions, feel free to. The chat box is ready to display messages. Words to that effect. Everything is ready. Right, so let's get the old well, without pressing L, let's get the old solo arcade up and running. Let's go into challenge. I just need to make sure that because I haven't been playing with the controller on PC, I've been playing using the keyboard, so I just need to make sure that my fingers are all ready for getting used to the controller again. Ooh, ominous music for the endless. I just want to make sure that this is all good. See. Bit of freestyle to begin with. What am I missing? That's alright, actually. I think I'm back and okay with the controller now.
Exploding knee! Fighting queen! Fighting queen! Fighting queen! Fighting queen! Fighting queen!
Okay, that's fine. Hey, Kat.
You'll regret this.
Right, let's change modes. And let's just try real quickly.
I'll have fun with you.
Make sure this is all okay. I forget how slow this actually is.
Take that! Rock punch!
Yep, that's good. Hello, Rashi. Right, so I think I'm pretty much back to having some use. I think I'm pretty much back to getting used to the controller. So let's rock and roll, shall we? So if you guys want to ask me any questions along the way, feel free to. Otherwise, just going to start with a couple of basic things. So what we'll do, I'm going to start off with Tetris to begin with, I think.
I'll have fun with you.
Let's find a good endless music, other than the default one, which is that one. I wonder what one I should go for. I suppose we've got to have the classic one, right? I suppose we'd go with Sticker, couldn't we? Because I quite like Sticker, and being a Mean Bean Machine player right from the very beginning, this is my endless music. Nah, let's go for the classic. Right, so let's start off with Tetris. There's a couple of people within PuyoGB that have asked me. I see people do the perfect clears, but I'm not entirely sure how people do the perfect clears. So would you be able to go through with me how to do the perfect clears? So let's do some perfect clear practice. First thing you'll see is you need to be able to use all of your pieces. So the best way for me to show you this perfect clear is, I'm not going to start with the O, because the O is not very good for me. Where I've got the Z piece, that's going to go on the far right. Sorry, the far right, which means this L piece is going to go on the far left. I don't play with finesse. But finesse is basically precision with your fingers, including finger speed. Anyway, we're going to go to the perfect clear. So I put the L on the far left. Now, the Z piece, I'm going to move almost to the right, all the way to the right, except I want it to fall where the end block is going to be on position 9, so it goes here. Now with the T piece, I rotate it so it looks like the T, with the notch pointing out to the left. And what I do here is I'm going to put the T in this position here, okay? And what will happen is, you'll see, kind of looks lewd. Right, so this S piece, we're going to put on top of the T and the Z like so. So I'm just going to let that drop. Right, this L piece I'm going to swap for the O. And all I'm going to do with the O piece is I'm going to place it on top of the J. Okay. I know, right? I think it's a little bit too much woof woof, if you know what I mean. Anyway, put the O there. Swap the I out for the L. And I'm going to put the L on top of the O and the J like so. And now this eyepiece is literally going to be rotated on its side and placed in front of the J, the L and the O. So you want to have something that looks kind of similar to this, okay? So now in order to get the perfect clear, you need to look at to see which Tetriminoes you've got. So what I'm going to do here to get this perfect clear is I'm going to rotate the T at the bottom so that we've got the T-spin mini. Okay, so it goes in like that. Now this S piece will go on top of the other S piece, well, sorry, not on top of the S piece, but it will go next to the S piece here. And what happens is when that slots into place, you've got this J piece here, which you then rotate and slot all the way down into the bottom. And what will happen is this will all erase and it will give you the perfect clear.
Fighting Queen!
Now that doesn't mean to say that you can get a perfect clear every single time, but apparently almost 4 out of 5 times, I think they said it's about 78%, you'll be able to get a perfect clear pretty much all of the time, or not all the time, but from the first 10 or 11 Tetriminoes, you can get a perfect clear. Okay, so that's that one's done. What I'm going to do is going to start again and see what the new bag brings. Okay, so for this one we're starting with the S piece. So this S piece I want to put all the way over, well not all the way over, but I want to build it to the left. So I move the S piece to the left and let it fall down like so, okay? Right, I can't use the O piece yet, so I'm going to swap that out, and the T I'm going to put all the way to the far left, again rotated so that the notch faces to the right. So this is going to be a mirror of what I've done before on the previous attempt. This eyepiece can be put all the way over to the side because it's absolutely fine being there, okay? You don't want to put it here or here. Put it all the way over to the side of the wall, okay? It just makes it easier. So this set piece is now going to go on top of the T's and the S, the T and the S. That is a really bad mental image, I do apologise. Right, this L piece is now going to be placed next to the I. I'm going to swap the J piece out with the O and move that and place that on top of the L piece like so. This S I'm going to swap out for the J and place it like so. Now, I don't think I'll be able to get the perfect clear with this bag, but we shall see. Let that fall into place. Now I've got an eye. Yeah, I don't think I can get it. Can I get it with that eye? Probably not. If I swap for the S, would I be able to get it? Let's have a look. So the only way I'm going to be able to get anywhere close to it is if I had another T. So on this occasion there isn't going to be a perfect clear. Because what will happen is if I move the S down to the bottom and then rotate it clockwise, it will snap into place like so, okay? But I now need the... Unfortunately, I now need the L. Sorry, not the L, the J piece, but I'm not going to get that anytime soon. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'll swap, put the IE piece down like so.
Take that! Rock punch!
And that's about as far as we're going to go. Well, if I wanted to go one more, then that.
Rock punch!
So on that occasion, no perfect clear. So we'll start again, and again it starts me off with the Z piece, so that goes all the way to the right. T again, out there like so. The L can go all the way to the left. Put the O all the way to the left. J on top of them like so. I can go there. S can go here. Now, looking at what I've got, I don't think I can get the perfect clear on this occasion either. However, let's see. If I drop the Z in here. No, I need another Z. Okay. If at first you can't get the perfect clear, don't worry about it. Because you might be able to set up for the T-spin. Like so.
Loading knee.
Okay, so no perfect clear on that occasion. Let's start again. Okay, so I've got the T, which I'm going to swap out and put the Z piece over there. L can go there. I can go there. The O can go on top of the J piece like so. Sorry, the L piece like so. J on top like that. Swap the S out for the T. Put the T next to the Z. S on top like so. Now this one I can get the perfect clear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the I piece on top of everything to clear that line. So that will go down. Now with this lovely J piece, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that drop and then I'm going to rotate that way, so pressing the B button counterclockwise. To erase that, which means I've now got the T to slam all the way down at the bottom, and that gets me the perfect clear. It's no good telling me that J is blue and L is orange, because it doesn't quite... I don't really associate... I'm bad. I don't associate the Tetrimonos with the colours. Is it because I'm colourblind? No, I just don't. Okay, so we'll start again, and interestingly I've got the I. So I can put the I all the way over here, this is fine. Z, sorry, the S can go here. I'm going to put the J piece next to the I. The O can go on top. I'm going to swap the Z piece out for the L. Now, T can go there. Now this does... Now this... Oh, I believe I've got another perfect clear here. This is good. So getting this perfect clear is interesting to say the least. So what I'll do is I'll let the Z fall on top, and I'll show you how to get the perfect clear with these three Tetrimonos. So all I want to do is I want to rotate the T so the notch is facing to the left, and I'm not going to rotate it in like I would a T-spin mini. I'm going to let it drop normally. And what will happen is the second row will clear, which then leaves me both the J and L pieces, which will go, obviously the J will go, no, not the J, I'm an idiot, the L will go. Need to start calling them by colours. But yeah, L will go on top of that cluster there, and the J will go on top of that cluster there. It will be a triple line perfect clear.
Fighting Queen!
And looking at the next set of Tetrimonos, it doesn't look too good, does it? I suppose we could try. That's not going to work in a month of Sundays, though. Oh, I don't know. I don't know now. Oh, hello. I do believe I've just got a... Okay, so if I put the O piece here, I can rotate the good old L piece so it faces up. So that'll clear that line, and then all I need to do is position the Z piece what I'll do is I'll set it this way and then I'll rotate back, so clockwise and then counterclockwise. So set it like so here. As it starts to set counterclockwise, and that should now rotate into place. Ooh, nearly. But I managed to get it to fit, so that's actually the second perfect clear. I wonder if I can go for a third. There will be an O piece somewhere. Probably be after the L. Yeah, I thought so. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, this is going to be tricky. This is going to be very tricky. Purely because I needed the O before the L. Let's put the S there. That can go there. That's not going to work, is it? Is that going to work? I don't think it's going to work, guys. I don't think we're going to get it third time lucky. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, we're not going to get third time lucky. Oh. That would have been epic. That really would have been epic. Yeah, we're not getting it this time round. That's such a shame. Oh well. That's pretty much the perfect clear in a nutshell though. So depending on what piece you get first, if you get a Z, move it over to the right. If you get an S, move it over to the left. Now the only problem here is if you get a configuration that starts like this, you're not going to be able to even attempt the perfect clear. Unless you improvise. That was dumb luck. It's been double into perfect clear. That's the one. Hello, Lily. Hello. Hello. Oh, it's Ushisaw. Hey. So that's what, Lila or Layla? But yeah. So again, if you start off with a Z or an S, you can choose which way to go. You can either start off with the Z or start with the S. I think, given the fact that I like the neatness of the L, the O, and the J, I'm going to swap the Z out and start with the S. So then the L can go there, O on top. I don't think we're getting a perfect clear on this occasion. We're going to get close. That's about as far as we're going to go, I think. Unless... No, we're not going to get close. Oh well. See if we can get one more perfect clear done. So, that can go there. Swap that out. Yeah, we're getting the perfect clear here. Drop that in. Put the S there. And then the J to finish. So, that's perfect clears. What else do other people want to know about? We're going to stick with Tetris for the time being, so if anyone wants to ask any questions about certain Tetris maneuvers, I mean, I may not be able to perform them all, but ask away. If I can answer them, then I'll do it. Otherwise, you know, I'll try my best. I'll tell you what, how about we do DT cannons? Because a lot of people see DT cannons, they think, okay, I think I know how to build them, but how do I actually build them? When I first learned how to build a DT cannon, I started this way. So what I would do is the O piece would go all the way over to either the left or the right, depending on whether I got the J or L first. Well, so I've got the L first, so the O piece will go all the way over to the left. I would swap the I out for the L, and I would place the L straight down like so. I wouldn't move it anywhere. I'd have it dead in the center. The S piece will go straight on top of the L piece like so. What I would then do is with the eyepiece, I would have initially put it here, okay? And I'll tell you why as I go on. I certainly don't like what I'm getting, I must admit, but the eye would go flat here like so, and then this T would go all the way to the end, so it sits on top of the eye like so. This J piece would then go on top of the O all the way over to the left. I will swap the T out for the Z and put that on top of the T and the I like so. Then what I'd do is I would swap, perhaps foolishly one would say, but I would swap the J out for the T, and I would put the T all the way over here like so. The eyepiece can go flat, straight on top of the configuration that we've got here, the L, the S and the Z. I would slam the O flat as well, straight on top, and then with this good old L piece here, I would put it on top of the eye like so, which gives me my overhang and my passage in to form the DT cannon. So if you look at the shape of the DT cannon, it looks like a bit of a mess, but trust me, this works very well. So what I'm going to do, put the Z on top there like so. Oh, DT cannon setup. It's more of a convoluted way. Instead of using 7 minnows, you're using a bit more. Like I said, I only learnt what I call the method that the Japanese players use an awful lot. The more efficient method. But yeah, this DT cannon setup, as you can see, if you look at the gaps from where the L overhang is, you'll be able to see where it goes. So I'm just going to dump some Tetriminoes, get myself ready. Always have a T... I must always say, actually, before I jump too far ahead, always have a T-piece in the hold. Because what you want to do with the DT cannon is literally one straight after the other. You will use it as a combination. And whatever you do, don't block that passage or even there. Keep that clear. So I'm just going to put the J there, and now I'm going to swap this eye out for the T. In this configuration, what you want to do is rotate the T piece so that the notch is facing to the right, and then you want to use the B button to rotate counterclockwise. Here, here, and then here.
Loading knee!
And again, repeat. I can't do DT cannon perfectly. I think I've only ever done it once. So again here, rotate, rotate.
Fighting Queen!
And that's your DT cannon. What you can do afterwards if you want to, is you can continue to use this little gap here to carry on with your combos. So I'm going to back rotate this Z piece in.
Rock punch!
That's the 2. I'm going to drop the O piece in like so. That's the free. I'm going to swap the L piece out for the I and put it down here. I could rotate the L piece in that way, but I'm going to rotate it this way instead. And the reason being is because I still have the T piece to come, which is good. So the T piece can go in here like so. And then I'll swap the S piece out to complete the combo. And now I'm going to show you something using this J piece that's coming up. Okay, so with this J piece, I'm going to rotate it again with the notch facing out to the left, and I'm going to place it all the way over to the side here and drop. Now what I'm also going to do with this S piece is I'm going to rotate it so it fits on top of this J-shaped green block pea soup, I'm going to call it that. The T piece can go down this way like so. I'm going to put the Z piece, actually yeah, I'm going to put the Z piece there. I'm not going to use a complicated maneuver. I could do, but I think that'd be a bit too much. I'm going to put the L piece on top here. And what I'm going to do with this I piece is I'm going to move it so that the last block on the I, or rather the first block on the I, creates the overhang there. Let's just dump these to trim those. And now what you can see on the far left is a T-spin triple setup. So again, just much the same way with the DT cannon. Rotate the T piece so that the notch is facing the opposite side from where it's going. And just soft drop it into position and then rotate counterclockwise twice. And again, if you want to do some combos from here, you can. So we'll do the I.
Take that! Rock punch!
There we go.
Rock punch!
Now what I'm going to do here, looking at T-spin setups, is I'm going to put the S piece on top of the two yellows, and the overhang will be over that L block, that one blue block reminiscent of the I, okay? So what I'm also going to do is I'll drop the Z piece there. I'm going to use the J piece to fill up that hole. The I piece is going to go all the way over to the right. And now what we have here is a T-spin double setup. Because where you see the gap where the T could go is where we're going to put the T piece in. So again, just going to drop this. Now what you want to do with the T is you want to rotate it one way so that the notch is facing a wall, and then what you want to do is soft drop, and now every time I rotate, you hear that click? When you hear that click, that means that the T piece lock is confirmed. So again, let's do some more T-spin setups. I think the easiest way is to use the overhang that's coming out here. You see what I've got with the Z piece? So I'm going to swap that out. First of all, I'm going to put the L piece there. The T piece is probably going to be the best piece to use for this, so... Exploding meme, yep. I'm going to put the I piece all the way over here. It'll clear those lines, but that's okay. So what I want to do is I want to put the J upright like so at the far right, and I'm going to put the S here like so as well. Swap that out. Put the L there, put the O there. And now we're ready for yet another T-spin double. And again, rotate so that the notch is facing the wall, soft drop and rotate.
Exploding knee!
It is, I do agree. The T-spin sound effect is very satisfying. If you ever get to a position where you think you can do another T-spin by clearing a single line, like here, do it. Because now, I'm ready to do another T-spin. Actually, that's probably going to be a bad call there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the O piece here. You'll see why in a second. You can create situational overhangs by placing tetrominoes on top of one another. So if I put the Z on top of the O here, where the final block of that Z piece will be, will create the overhang for the next T-spin. All I need to do now is fill up that little hole. And again, swap out. Put it down. Click into place.
Exploding knee!
And voila. You can also do this with the T-spin triple setup. So, by placing the J on top of the T like so, I'm almost ready for the T-spin triple. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the Z here, because that's not really going to get in my way. I'm going to put the J on top of this series of blocks here. And then I'm going to swap the T out for the S, and I'm going to rotate it so that the S creates the overhang here. Okay, and now I've got that T set up. Put the T piece down here. Rotate, rotate, bang. That's all right. Just remember, I'll show you this real quick as well, if we can. You cannot rotate your T like this. If you get to a point where you can't rotate it further, well, hard luck. Give you a medal for trying, but hard luck, okay? And in much the same way, if you don't have a complete line and you do this, T-spin, nothing. Oh, and also, whilst I'm on the subject here, you see where I've created kind of like a T-spin overhang with that S piece. Oh yeah, you still get points, but it doesn't actually send anything. I should clarify, this is more for competitive Tetris than sprint or anything else. See, no click here. And no T-spin bonus. However, I've created an overhang here. And again, click. And again, another T-spin overhang. In fact, this will be better. And the reason being is because once we click this in, we can now swap to the eyepiece. Oh, it's a shame that wasn't a Tetris, but you get the idea. I'm going to create another overhang here, and I'm going to use this J piece to create it. Whatever you do, do not use the Z. If you use the Z, you're not going to get the overhang you need. So, I don't know if I'm going to get the right... Yeah, got it. I need another J. That's coming in quite a while, so bear with me, peoples. Here we go. We got the J. So we've got another T-spin triple set up literally by doing that. And again, swap that in. Oh, and another thing. If you think this is going to be a T-spin, you're wrong. And the reason being is because we've got a hole at the row underneath it.
Take that.
But by clearing some blocks, we can actually get to another overhang. And we can do that by going here. Ooh. I think I might have made a little bit of a mistake. You see how I've now blocked off that overhang completely? Well, don't worry, this is recoverable. All I need to do is put the TP stair, the L spin double setter. I'm not worried about that. Right, so here we go. Rotate, 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 rotate. Ah, should have kept on rotating it. But that's okay. And I've got another T-spin triple overhang ready, which I can use the S piece for. So I'm going to just wait a little while longer and get the I piece in, and now into the T-spin triple. There's another overhang for a T-spin. T-spin single this time. Probably not a good idea there. Good idea here though. And again, another T-spin setup. And another one here. Yeah, go there. Do a bit of down stacking. Well, I like T-spins. They're a very efficient way of sending garbage to the opponent without needing to send too, well, not send too much. Oh, hello. No, that's not a good idea. That's probably a worse idea, actually. Oh, that's fine.
Exploding knee. Take that.
Bit of down stacking.
Tetris.
Okay. Put the O piece there. I'm going to put the J piece there. Put that Z piece there. That actually wasn't a great idea, I must admit. I do apologise. But we're getting there now. Just let that go like so. So I'm not... All I'm doing is just moving the trim nose. I'm not actually influencing the drop speed. Just do a little bit of stacking up. And again, back rotate.
Rock punch. Take that. Rock punch.
Another T-spin overhang like so. And now I need that one there to complete the overhang. T-spin triple.
Fighting queen.
Do a bit of cleaning up.
Rock punch.
Here's another overhang as well.
Exploding knee.
But actually, what I'll do is I'll quit this session, and what I'll do is I'll do another session.
Take that.
I'm not going to get the perfect clear there. I was going to see if I can get another perfect clear for my troubles. Don't think so somehow.
Exploding knee. Rock punch.
Should have done that in the first place, but you get the idea. Okay, I'll set up another session. we're going to go through some of the... well, I'm going to go through my favourite T-spin technique, actually. Let's see if I can get it on the first go. So what I'm going to do here is... I think the best thing to start off with is going to be the eyepiece. So I'm going to put the eyepiece all the way down to the far right, like so. Let's have a look. Might be able to do it from here. The S piece is going to go on top like so. I'm going to swap the T out for the O, and I'm going to put the O over here. I just realised that's never going to work in a month of Sundays. We shall start again. Okay, this is slightly better. So with this T-piece, I'm going to put it all the way over to the side here on the left. And the reason why I'm doing that is because the next tremolo I'm getting is going to be the L piece. So with the L piece, I'm going to rotate it so that the notch is facing down, and I'm going to stack it on top of the T like so. Let's have a look. I'm going to put the S piece down here, and then I'm going to do an I spin. Okay, so I'm going to put the S piece here. I'm going to swap the Z out. Now, to do this I spin, what you want to do is you want to rotate it counterclockwise first, all the way over to the side of the wall, and then soft drop it in and then rotate counterclockwise again. And what should happen is it should lie flat on the floor, like so. Perfect. What I'm going to do with this O piece is I'm going to place it where it is now, and it's going to create an overhang similar to what we've seen with the DT cannon. Okay, I'm going to put the Z piece there. I could put the other Z piece on top actually, because it will be better that way, I think. I'm going to put the T piece there. I'm going to put the L piece there. I'm going to put the S piece there. I'm going to put the I piece all the way over here to create the pathway, if you will. Let's put that there. Okay, pretty much ready. Just now need another T-piece. But can you guys actually see? There we go, someone's actually got it right. Well done, Kaya. So I'm just gonna dump this minnow. What happens here is, with this T-piece, again, I rotate it so that the notch is facing to the opposite, to the direction where it needs to go in effect, so the opposite side of the wall. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it counterclockwise once, twice, through. Too slow. What I'll have to do is I'll need to do it quickly so that you guys can actually see how it works. So again, let's get this ready. There's the notch. Once too slow, yeah. Your best friend here is going to be rotating it counterclockwise, okay? So basically what you'll see me do here is, after moving it into position, I'm going to be rotating very quickly, and you'll see why. So what I'm going to do, put it in position, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So get it into position, 1, 2, 3, 4. Swap to the T-piece, and finish. Now that technique is, as what Kaya just said, the Imperial Cross. It is my favourite technique in competitive Tetris play. It's not the technique that I'm most known for, however. In fact, I might even have the right to trim a nose. I should be able to show you it. Who wants to see my favourite technique? There's a lot of people saying yes. Okay. Let's see if I can do it. What am I going to need? Probably nothing there. Yeah, it's back-to-back doubles. You're most known for murdering people in Puyo. Yes, I know. That's true. Oop. Right. Let's see if I can do my the technique that I love most. This is going to be very difficult to do, so let's see. Start with the perfect clear line, see if I can get that. Oh! It's giving me a perfect clear. I like that.
Hiya! Take that! Fighting Queen!
Right, where do I go from here? Don't like this. Don't like those Tetrimonos at all. They're awful. Oh, hang on. That's one part of it. What am I going to need? Oh, that's not going to work either, actually. That's not going to work. Okay.
Exploding knee!
Oh, that will. That'll work nicely, I think. I now need some T-pieces. Kind of ironic, actually. Actually, that's not going to work. I think I might need to take a break and look back and see, okay, how do I get that setup working again? Because it seems to have eluded me at this time.
Tetris! Tetris! Rock punch! Take that! Iron fist!
Right. That, I think, is going to be better. Yep. That looks fine to me. I just need another T-piece. Yep, another T and I'll be absolutely fine. There's the other T. I want it placed there like so. Fantabuloso. And all I need is that to go there. Okay, so I've now set up this little technique. Can you see the two T holes there? And they're overhung nicely by that O piece that's stacked on top of the T adjacent to these Zs. This never really works all that well, so what I'm going to do is I will swap the S out for the T, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to go down, rotate once, and do the same thing again with the following T. And it's now giving me another overhang for another T-spin, which I will gladly accept if I get the right to trim a nose. Yeah, I'm going to get the right to trim a nose, so that can go there. Clear away some of this garbage. Okay. Another T-spin overhang there.
Loading knee.
Ooh. Ooh, hello. I think I might be able to get away with another T-spin triple overhang. Yes, I can. I'll just put the Z there and drop that in, and that's a T-spin triple. Perfect. That's what we like to see. And you see where I've got a space where I can put an eyepiece? What I'm going to do is I'm going to soft drop this Z into that and then move it one notch to the right. And now I've got another overhang for another T-spin triple. That won't work, however. Trust me, neither will that, because your overhang will be too high. That will work. And now I just need another T-piece to close that off.
Fighting Queen!
Let's see, what else can I do?
Take
There we
that!
go. Put the eye in there like so. Put the L on top to create another T overhang.
Loading knee! Take that! Wing kick!
Right, I have enough for another T-spin triple overhang. It's getting a bit dicey though, I must admit. That's fine.
Fighting Queen!
Who wants to see a trick with the J piece?
Rock punch!
There we go. I'll actually do that now. Let's start over. Let's see. Not great, actually, this set of Tetris. It's going to want me to do the try and attempt the perfect clear. Which I don't think we're going to do.
Puyo!
He lied.
Fighting Queen!
Right, so shall we try the DT cannon again? Probably not with the fact that we got two. Yeah, probably not with those, I must admit. Alright.
Rock punch!
Let's go again. Right, so, quickest way to do the DT cannon. Using the first 7 minnows is go something along the lines of this. You want the L piece to go straight down like so. You want the O piece, sorry, not the O piece, you want the S piece on top of the L. Move the O piece all the way to the far left. Move the J piece all the way to the far right. Slam the T piece straight down. Move the Z piece all the way to the far right. Swap the O for the I and slam that down like so. And what you see here with the first 7 minnows is the start of the DT cannon. Now we need to complete the rest of it. So what we're going to do, we'll move the I on top of the Z and the J. Swap the T out for the O and put that there. Move the J on top of the O and then put the L on top of the T like so. And that is our overhang ready. Just drop it in, rotate, rotate, rotate.
Exploding
Swap
knee!
out and rinse and repeat.
Fighting Queen! Fighting Queen!
Okay, that's a DT cannon. That's Kea that's just said that. Kea does. It's hard. You have to really practice it in order to get it. Someone's just asked if I could do it. I can't. You know what? I'll show you something. Shall I show you guys something else, or do you want to know Puyo now? But I've done perfect clear. I've done T-spin setups and overhangs. Show off C-spin. If there's one thing I can't do is C-spins. I haven't really looked into it. I need the Tic Tac, I know that much. Other mint candies are available, just so you know. Give me a one-on-one session. Alright, so, again, DT cannon with the pieces that we've got here. L goes straight down. J goes to the far right. O to the far left. Swap the T out with the S. Put the S straight down there. The I bridges the gap between the J and L. Z on top of the J. Put the L on top of the O. T goes on top. And then J goes on top there. And you are ready. Let it rip.
Loading knee! Exciting queen! Tetris! Rock punch!
Oh! Do you guys want to see one of the most fun techniques on setting up T-spin setups? I'll show you that before I move to Puyo actually. So, let's see what pieces I get first. T-piece doesn't really do much for me, so I'm going to move it all the way over to the side here. Okay? Now, this Z piece is going to be useful for me later on, so I'm going to swap it out. I'm going to rotate the J like so and put it all the way to the end. Okay? Slam that down. I'm going to take the swap the O piece out with the Z and put that on top of the J like so. I'm just going to put the I piece here vertically. I don't want to block this gap, I just want to put it here. Alright? I'm going to swap the S piece out with the O and put that on top of the J and the Z. Swap the L piece out for the S, put that on top, and then the L piece will go on top, like so. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building the rest of the columns. Now, this is only for fun. This is not really worth doing in competitive battling unless you're playing against someone who is a complete and utter novice. Like, really, utter novice. But yeah, can you tell what it is yet? So what I'm going to do is, I have now got the Z piece, so I'm just going to put the Z piece here for the overhang. Getting dangerously close to the top now, aren't we? So I'm just going to put a T piece in like so. That looks fine to me. I probably still have enough room to manoeuvre a little bit more. No, I don't, so that can go down there. Oh, I'm getting a couple of T's, that's good. Let's start some clearing, shall we? Let's see. Probably better to go that way. Ah, I need an eyepiece ready to carry that on. Oh well. So, okay, what did I just witness, you ask? Well, that is the quadruple T-spin triple setup. Like I say, it's only for exhibition. If you put it off in real competitive play, against someone who isn't an utter scrub, that's, well, you have my respect, and also you're a madman.
Rock punch! Rock punch!
An utter madman.
Hiya! Take that! Rock punch!
Oh, hello. I've got a T-spin triple set up. This is fun.
Rock punch! Rock punch! Hiya!
And another T-spin set up here. Ooh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. No matter. Actually, that can go there. That can go there.
Fighting Queen! Rock punch! Rock punch! Hiya!
Another T-spin overhang ready.
Exploding knee!
So I think you can kind of see where the T-spin the T-spin setups lie. There are various ways of getting the T-spin setups. You know, you can place a terminal there if you wanted to. Well, I don't particularly want to do that because what I want to do is I want to use, you know, I can put the J piece here, or if I rotate it, I can have it here. Oh, hello. So I'm going to put the T piece there, but I don't want to put the Z piece there. That will not work for me. Actually, I needed that. I needed that piece to go there, didn't I? Yes, I did. Oh well, not to worry. Looks a bit messy, but Imperial cross setup coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then drop that in. Another T-spin setup ready. And another one to the side. Should be a T-spin single this time. Don't mind that too much.
Take that!
Just gonna drop that in there like so.
Hiya!
Put that there for a T-spin triple setup. Although I'm going to put that there and just go for the double instead. No, that's no good there.
Exploding knee!
It's a shame about that gap actually.
Hiya! Wind kick! Hiya! Take that!
Oh, another T-spin overhang has been found. I'm going to use the S piece on top of that mess there. And another T-spin overhang has been found. Oh, that's good. Won't work very well.
Exploding knee!
But I do now have an Imperial cross setup ready.
Fighting Queen!
So you can see how T-spins actually are very useful.
Take that!
Clear some of the garbage.
Wind kick!
And again, another T-spin overhang ready. Just put the Z piece on top like so, and away I go.
Exploding knee!
And now go for the Tetris.
Tetris!
And again, another overhang.
Fighting Queen! Take
Clear some of
that!
that up.
Rock punch! Take that! Hiya!
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get
Rock
a
punch!
perfect clear anytime soon.
Take that!
Another overhang ready. Let's Let's go this way for the T-spin triple setup. Not quite ready. Now I am. Another T-spin setup there. Can I get another T-spin setup ready? Ah, T-spin mini! If I rotated the right way. But again, another T-spin setup ready here.
Exploding knee!
Oh, and I've got another one ready. That's very fortuitous.
Take that!
And another one is ready here.
Exploding knee! Hiya! Take that!
I could get another one ready actually, couldn't I? Just by doing that. But the problem is I now need the eyepieces to start filling in that void. So the trick with the T-spin setup is you can pretty much get them everywhere, but just be careful that you don't go a bit too overboard with how you prepare them. You know, much the same way that I've got a T-spin triple one ready. Just need the right to trim those, which I now have got. Get that in there.
Tetris!
Use me for your how to defend against harassers tutorial. I don't think that's fair on the proper Tetris players that play this game far better than I can. Oh, here we go, another setup ready. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was lucky. Almost made a mistake. A mistake was nearly made. Thankfully, it was not. Clear that.
Take that.
Oh, that was bad from my end. A single, still a T-spin. Let's have a look. What am I going to do? Probably going to be a T-spin single.
Take that.
Let's see if I can end it with a T-spin. No, probably not actually. Oh well, anticlimax. Let's end it.
Did you enjoy my technique?
Didn't even realise I was on for the high score there actually. Okay, so Tetris in a nutshell. I've gone over the perfect clear setup. I've gone over some of the T-spin overhangs. If there's one thing that I really can't do actually for this, it's the infinite T-spin triple. That is a very, very difficult thing to do, actually. Tell you what, we'll end with some Puyo, I think.
I'll have fun with you.
What Puyo technique do you want me to go for? And I'll go with a sticker for the endless music. It said Sims. Let's have a look. GTR, okay. So GTR in a nutshell is the following. Put them over to there. So with the GTR setup, what you want to do quite literally is you want to have a setup whereby you have two Puyos the same colours matching like so. Pay attention to what's on the left, and then you want a conjugate colour like so, and what happens here is that should build the base for the cornerstone, which is what GTR effectively is. It's a cornerstone. And of course what you can do here is you can flesh out the rest of the chain, like so. What I really need is a green, which I'm actually going to get right now, so basic shape of a GTR is going to look like the blues to greens to where the reds are, okay? Now, I'm not saying for any duration of time that what I've got here looks clean, because it isn't. It's very, very messy. This is just for... This is just pretty much for information. You can clear this up, which is what I'm doing right now. Let's see. Go there. That's alright there. I mean, that's okay. Just set it off. So yeah, blues to greens, to reds, to yellows. So we'll go for GTR once more, see if we get the right Puyo to show you immediately. Not necessarily. Here we go. Here's another example of GTR. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the greens here. Okay? And then I'll put the green and yellow like so. That works very well for me, actually. That's okay there. That's okay there. That's okay there. That's okay there. That's fine there. That, however, isn't really going to help me unless I build this way. Now this is very risky what I'm doing, but you can probably see from all of this I need... Will the greens conflict? No, the greens won't conflict. Oh, I'll tell you. Oh, the game has just given me the perfect colour combination! Let's see if this works!
Take that! Rock punch! Wind kick! Fire fist! Exploding knee!
Looks like a 12 chain, I think. Might even be a 13.
Fighting queen! Fighting queen! Fighting queen! Fighting queen! Fighting queen!
I'll take that! Hashtag we take those! Oh, the RNG's has blessed me today. Okay, well, Okay, so by the looks of things, okay, another way of doing GTR, if you will, is to go like this. And the one thing I don't want to do is conflict those blues, otherwise my chain breaks. So what I will do instead is I'm going to build this way. Have a look. That's okay. Right, if I run out of space, I know that I need to build that back. So that can go there. You'll see why in a minute. That's going to get me some power, which is okay. And let's see. Well, that again is pretty good. I've cut a little bit of my tail off. And that's about as far as I'm going to go because I don't have any yellows to carry that on. But you kind of see the idea. So let's see, what else can I do with these colours? So that is pretty risky because now I want the colours I want. I don't think I'm going to get. So instead, I'm going to build like this. See how I've now completely closed myself off? But if I put the yellow on top, oh, sorry, the blue yellow on top like so, I can actually continue building my chain. Right. One thing I don't want to do. That's probably going to be better, although it's still quite risky. Let's see. Can I rotate it like that?
Take that!
Let's see how many chains this is.
Exploding knee! Fighting queen! Fighting queen!
It's going to be 12.
Fighting queen! Fighting queen! Fighting queen!
Let's, I'll tell you what. Let's do, or try to do, this technique. Yep, this is stairs. So one of the best players of stairs that I've ever seen play, you probably know him. There's a guy called WizKid Was, you know, he's pretty, yeah, the Wiz strat as Lucario has just said, yeah. So you probably know the guy, WizKid Was. Very, very good player. Don't like that being there actually. Don't mind that being there. So really with stairs, you're building the platform as you can see 3-1. And then what you want to try and do is you want to try and build your chain as much as possible. And I don't think I'm going to get the Puyos I need to complete this. So I do have a second trigger should I need to use it. Which I really don't want to at this moment in time.
Take that! Rock punch!
Okay, that works. I should teach people freestyle, says Lucario.
Take that! Rock punch! Wind hit! Iron fist! Exploding knee! Fighting queen! Fighting
Oh, I've got a little bit of a confliction towards the end. That's a shame.
Fighting queen!
We'll try stairs once more. So, when building stairs, what you want to try and do is you want to try and have your Puyo set out like this. So, you want to group like for like colours like so. Right. This will probably be better for me to put that there. No, it decided that it was going to be better the other way. Okay. Let's have another look. Corey Tetris. Hello, Corey! Thanks for joining us. Actually, that can go there and then that can go like so. I just need to clear some mess.
Take that!
Right. Okay. There we go. That looks better. Greens there are going to conflict actually. Oh, that's half annoying. I've got conflicting greens, that's annoying. I don't know if they conflict now. They probably still do conflict. Yeah, I need another green to finish that off. I needed another green to pop the greens there. It's only an 11. Oh, okay. So, we're going to talk about Hellfire, are we? Hellfire, also known as Swamp, depending on your definition, is where you build power chains that erase lots of Puyos at once. Now, there are various ways of doing this, and I'm going to show you one of these ways right now. So as you can probably see, I'm just going to need another yellow will do the trick. So here we go. By dropping these blues down, look at the amount of Puyos that pop.
Take that! Rock punch!
You see that back then? That's basically what Hellfire is. You're building one massive chain where you're popping loads and loads of Puyos at the same time. But don't think for a second that it only applies to two chains, okay? Because it doesn't. It also applies to single chains. For example, or another example. I mean, that's weaker, but you still have the same effects. There's another one here. Show you let's see if it's possible to build. So harassment's basically hellfire. No, not quite. Any kind of harassment. I mean, harassment by definition isn't strictly defined by power chains. Oh. I mean, this can be considered hellfire. Power chains? What you? Those are power chains. Like what you tend to do with Lucario, I would consider are power chains. Right. This, on the other hand, is a swamp or a hellfire.
Take that! Rock punch!
Power chains are pretty easy to do. You know what? I'm gonna just build this. I know what I need. I don't think I'm gonna get it though. No, I don't think I'm gonna get it. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, actually, I don't mind that. I have to go this way instead, but this is what I was needing to do in the first place to clear Puyo's. Yeah, see, here's the thing. Let's say I'm building a chain, right? Let's say I'm just... Oh, it's giving me stairs. Alright, game, I'll go stairs. I shall oblige. Let's say this is what I'm doing, okay? Get rid of some of this mess. Get rid of some of this mess. It's so easy just to dump Puyos that you know you can't use all the way to the other side. It's a tactic that pretty much everybody does, but I think sometimes it's the wrong tactic because you might end up looking back and going, "Oh, actually, I might have been able to have used that Puyo." I just need a yellow, don't I? I think that's a yellow. I do believe that's a tail. That looks like quite a nice... Oh, I'm missing a blue. Never mind. How many chains would it have been? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Would have been a 12. Just missing a blue. Oh, that's the best way to show you. Tell you what, GTR. Let's build it in a bad way, just so that I can kind of ram my point across. So, I want greens, and I'm not getting greens. So what I'm trying to do now is... I need to get it, actually. If I put that over there, that's a waste. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the yellow here instead. Otherwise, what happens is you'll set about doing this. And then you lose sight of what you're trying to do. Because all you're doing is you're just dumping Puyos. But when you get the right Puyos like this, you should really look to use them rather than just throwing them to one side. Otherwise, you might not be able to extend your chain. Like here, the chain's extended. Because all people tend to do is they go, okay, can't use these, so I'm just going to dump them over here. I mean, this is why I do this instead. What can I use? What can I use? Can I use this? Get that over there. Rather than just dumping them randomly, try and use the Puyos to continue building your chain. And here I can start again. And I can start again by doing this. No, not a good move. Again. We go this way. I've just extended my chain by 3 links.
Take that! Rock punch! Wind hit! Iron fist! Exploding knee!
I still have a lot of leftover Puyos that I can't necessarily use, but it's now a case of trying to use them. So again, doing this. And now I'm searching for Puyos that I can use. And now I want to keep building my chain. So a lot of people would take this colour and put it all the way over to here, right? Now I've extended my chain again. But that's now going to break my chain because I've extended too high.
Take that! Rock punch!
And again, this all stems back from the fact that you're trying to dump Puyos. I mean, rather than actually look and go, okay, how can I extend my chain? I could have set that off 5 times already. So try not to dump all your Puyos. See if you can actually use them to continue building your chain. There are going to be times where you're not going to be able to. That's just the way that it happens. I mean, for example, actually, this is a really bad example, guys, because this is a 4-chain all clear.
Take that! Rock punch! Wind hit!
There we go. I seem to have stumbled onto a technique known as key. Oh, this is a good one for saying I have Puyos I can't use. But see now, what's the difference between key and sandwich? In a nutshell, there isn't really much difference between the two. Again, it's based on terminology. But traditionally, Ki, the pattern technique for Ki looks as if it is a T piece, or T tetrimino I should say, but it's positioned in a way where it looks like a Ki. It literally is just that, it's the pattern it looks like a Ki. Again, this is almost further proving the point of wasting Puyos. Although I think this is a pretty good way of wasting Puyos.
Take that! Rock punch! Wind kick! Iron fist! Exploding knee!
That's not a bad way of wasting Puyos, is it? Okay, we can go this way into GTR now. Casually all clears, yep. Indubitably. So I have a bit of a problem, as you can see. Again, this is the same as throwing Puyos away. How am I going to fix this? Let's have a look. I don't want to... If I put that there, then that's fine. I still have something I can use. Was that intentional? I'd say I'd take it, but I wouldn't say it was entirely intentional, no.
Take that!
Right, that's probably going to be better. I do need reds, actually. If I get reds, that will work out better for me. Right, so I've got reds. That actually isn't very good for me. That would work out better. All I need to do now is... I've got too many yellows. Let's get rid of them all in one go. That's okay, because I can still set my chain off. Using the GTR as the cornerstone. Power 11. No, it's not, it's a 12 chain. And again. So that's going to go there instead. Ooh, not bad. Don't think I'm going to get the pieces I need to finish that off, which is a shame. Yeah, I'm not going to get the pieces there. Oh well. I thought maybe that would have been slightly better, but actually it would have caused the same level of conflictions. So I'm just going to rebuild it from here. Again, I've still got GTR. It's one technique I've always wanted to try, but it's so difficult. Just set that off.
Take that! Rock punch! Wind kick!
Yayoi.
Exploding knee! Fighting queen!
Could try Yayoi actually. Universe is the one that I cannot do. Not literally any pattern. Right. So. problem with Yayoi is it's quite difficult to actually get going right. But it's supposed to look something along the lines of this. So with Yayoi, you're building in a way whereby your chain can be universal. So it almost looks like it's a bit of a mess, but there is an element of poetry to all of this. But it's also further exacerbated by the fact that you can use Vine GTR. And that was a bit bad for me. Also, Holy Counter can be a thing. How am I going to finish up this tail? Oh, hello.
Hiya! Take that! Rock punch! Wind kick! Iron fist! Exploding knee! Fighting queen! Fighting queen! Fighting queen!
It's not great, that. I mean, it's a 10 chain, yeah, but it just felt like it was cobbled together.
Hiya!
Let's try it again, shall we? That's better. Yeah, that looks better. So with Yayoi here, the way that the pattern is square universal, either you're being facetious or you're literally taking the mick. Oh, I think I might have just done myself out of disservice here. Oh dear. I have a feeling this isn't going to work.
Rock punch! Wind kick!
What might... Oh, actually. This might do it.
Take that! Rock punch! Wind kick! Iron fist!
There we go.
Exploding knee! Fighting
Too many
queen!
reds, but...
Fighting queen! Fighting queen! Fighting queen! Fighting queen!
So, universe. That I've never known how to do before in all my life. The concept of universe literally is you build in groups of 3. And that's about all I know. It's meant to be like L shape after L shape after L shape, but I just can't see that far ahead. Let's have a look. Universe is easy. The biggest lie ever told. You're damn right it's the biggest lie ever told. But if anyone turns around and tells you, oh, universe, that's really easy, just tell them, nah, you're fool. It's not easy at all. That's bad. That's okay, that's bad. Actually. Oh, I just made a mistake. A mistake was made. A mistake was made with severe consequences. because I don't have a chain anymore. It snapped in half. You don't know of a single person that can pull off Universe? Oh, I can think of a single person that can pull off Universe. His name is Tom Narja. You might have heard of him.
Exploding knee! Fighting queen! Fighting queen!
I'm only going to say might have.
Fighting queen!
But yeah, no, there's no way I can do Universe. What is its build success rate given random pieces? It's hard to say. I'd imagine it's pretty successful.
Take that!
But it's literally based on if the person's been doing it before.
Take that! Rock punch! Wing kick!
But you need an awful lot of like doubles, like what I'm getting here. And you also need to be able to use the grid, like here, to best effect, because it is a damn difficult technique to pull off. Whoa, 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 that was lucky. Okay, that's not what I wanted it to go.
Take that!
How many more? How many more? I've got a backdoor. That's a backdoor trigger. That's completely unintentional.
Exploding knee! Fighting queen! Fighting queen! Fighting queen! Fighting queen!
How did ah, backdoor triggers. You cannot. No, totally intentional. Oh dear, totally intentional. Yeah, we'll just run with that. That's a great idea. Totally intentional. I love backdoor triggers. You never ever plan for backdoor triggers. Never ever plan for them.
Take that! Rock punch! Wing kick!
Gotta have those two triggers of equal length in case one goes wrong. Yeah, no, that's true. It's a bit difficult to get a complete reversible trigger when you're building that high up, like say 17 chains.
Take that! Rock punch! Wing kick! Iron fist!
I could do a reversible free chain. Actually, if there's one thing that I would probably cover in another quote-unquote tutorial video, it would be the double trigger. Purely because the double trigger is one of those techniques which,
Take that! Rock punch!
if you have it, you've got, as Lucario has just said, you've got a chain of equal length. so let's say for sake of argument. So I know here that my trigger is going to be yellows if I do that, right, which I don't want to do. So here we go. So I can either go yellow or red. This is the key to having a double trigger. So if you're under any pressure, and let's say you've got this colour combination coming up, you can either go this way, which gives you this trigger. Nice power chain, I must say. I'll do freestyle on the next session. If you want me to do freestyle, I'll do freestyle on the next session.
Take that! Rock punch! Wind kick!
Cause oh crikey, it's 10 o'clock, I didn't even realise. Wow. I have to cut that short. I didn't realise we were already at 10 o'clock. Been streaming for just about 2 hours now. Right. We'll wrap it up very quickly then. Okay, so if you want to know more about perfect clears and the T-spin setups, please scroll back to the beginning of this video and you should be able to see all that. If you want to watch me just play about a bit and try and explain GTR, etc., the Puyo side of things will probably be like the second half of this stream. So this is going to be it. This will be me signing out for Puyo GB. I hope you've enjoyed me just playing about randomly. Let me know if you've learned anything, especially from the Tetris side of things. Give me a mention at BlueHairK on Twitter. Of course, you can follow us at Puyo Puyo GB. Message us there. We have a team of Puyo GB members that run that account, so we'll all get pinged if you mention us there. Okay, that's going to be it from me, BlueHairK signing out. Have a good night, guys, and we'll catch you next time.